Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ILMA, the Ideal Life and Money Academy YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about the very first thing you must do to get out of debt. I get asked all the time, how do I get out of debt? What's the best way? What's the fastest way? And it all comes down to the very first thing that you must all do, no matter which way you choose to get out of debt. And that answer is you got to decide. Just decide you will never borrow money again. Just simply deciding you're never going to borrow money again, eventually you're going to become debt free. Even if you have a 30-year mortgage, in 30 years, you'll be debt free. Now, we have other videos on the fastest and the best way that has worked for both Coach Mike and Coach Jason to be able to get out of debt the fastest. But it first has to come down to deciding never to go back into debt. Because imagine being physically in a hole, and that represents the debt you're in. Well, it's impossible to get out of a hole by digging out of the bottom. And that's exactly what you're doing by going into debt further every year. Or again, once the car payment is paid off, you go out and you get another car payment. It's not going to work. It never works. Just decide you will never borrow money and truly live that. And then you'll eventually become debt free. Now let's talk about those credit cards. The decision to never go back into debt is also the decision to never use your credit card again. Yes, that's hard. I know. I remember the exact time, place, and who I was with the last time I ever used my credit card. And that was my decision. I had already decided to never go back into debt, but I was still hanging on to a credit card. Well, I said no more. After that night at that dinner with those friends, I quit using my credit card. The next day, I canceled it, and I never turned back. I never looked back. And nothing has felt better after that decision because I did become debt free. And I became debt free within 2 years. But it first started with the decision. Now, if you've already decided you are never going back into debt, be sure to check out the video that you see here. Click that video and you can learn how both Jason and me have gotten out of debt the fastest. We'll see you in the next episode.